Hello and welcome! We are playing Sakura Alien 3. Links here. Let us get to it because it's about to get exciting, in a way.
Alright, is everybody sitting tight back there?
I mean, I'll own strapped in. You can take off whenever you want.
I concur. There is no time like the present.
Hehehehe.
This is all very nerve-wracking. I've never been involved in intergalactic warfare before. Do you think we'll be alright? I can't say that for certain. But don't you worry your pretty little head about it overly much, okay? I'm not gonna roll over and let Stella capture us. There's just no way. I tried to bite off my own dog to let that woman get the better of me. I'll try and blast away through Stella's forces, or my name isn't Revifia Garland. The word surrender isn't in my vocabulary.
Okay, that's nice.
You can count on me. I will leave everything in your capable hands. I'm still not sure about this, but as we have no other choice.
I mean, the other choice would be staying.
I'll be cheering you on, Revi. You can do it. Damn right I can. I've been flying ships since I was a squared. I've got this.
I'm glad you're not lacking in confidence at least, but what happened to... I can't say anything for certain.
Now let's get this opportunity underway. Stella can eat my space dust. I'll protect the three of you. It's the last thing I do.
It's the space dust, Stella. A little while later. Oh boy.
Oh, this is such a pain. I knew Stella be persistent in her process, but she's taking it too far. She just won't quit. Naturally.
Stella responds, her voice cool, through the comm system of Revi's ship. How? A hologram of her impressive face and body flickers above the control panel, showing her this passionate expression.
I did say, before I left Her Highness, that I would stop at nothing to return her. Carval's king and queen are relying upon me. This mission is of the utmost importance, and I am not about to relent in my assault.
Stella's assault, true to her words, has been relentless ever since Revi's ship broke Mirax's atmosphere half an hour ago. Stella is in command of a ship larger than Revi is using, so it should be slower, which is outfitted with a seemingly endless arsenal of projectiles. She's been firing at us non-stop, and she isn't the only one. What? 5 other ships make up Stella's fleet, all piloted by highly skilled corvans. That's ridiculous behavior. Make it a fair fight, goddammit. They arc about Revi's ship, firing their own bright white lasers in such multitudes, my eyes are starting to sting. Revi's managed to avoid all these blasts thus far, but I can tell, despite her earlier confidence, that it's not easy for her. To be fair, we could have sent out a fake ship first. Right? They would attack the faker and we would get away. Oh. I wonder if she's starting to flag.
Your attempts at resistance are impressive, but they are futile. You cannot be best me in terms of raw ability, Revi, and I neither will I back down after a pleasant chat. We have passed the point of communicating via verbal language. Yeah, tell me something now. You've always been possible to speak to Stella. You might have a pretty face, but there's nothing to comment about your personality whatsoever. I tried to talk to a cardboard box. And you have no shortage of energy, Revi, but you are sorely lacking when it comes to manners. What the princess sees in you, I know not.
I know.
Her sense of noblesse oblige must be great indeed for her to take pity upon a commoner such as yourself.
How dare you?
Oi, I resent that. I do not speak to her because I pity her. I do so because I genuinely enjoy her company. She's a good friend to me, Stella, and value her. Not that you would be able to understand that. You have no friends whatsoever. I do not need friends. Not when I'm married to my job.
Of course.
It occupies too much of my time to allow me to think of frivolities such as friendship. Now, why do you Not kiss this nonsense. My ships vastly outnumber yours.
I mean... How many did she have? 6 in total? With hers? 6 to 1 is not that vastly outnumbered. I mean, technically it's 6 times the amount, but... Still.
You might have been able to avoid me too far, but your luck will not last forever.
It's not luck, it's skill, bitch.
If you care for Revi, as you say you do, Enna, then you ought to surrender peacefully. That way I'll no longer be obliged to shoot you. Do you not wish to spare her life? You can say whatever you want about me, but I won't let you kill Enna. That's a cheap trick, and you know it. Perhaps it is, but it matters little to me. I would be willing to employ any trick in the book, no matter how tawdry you may find it, to accomplish my goals.
That's pathetic.
That is my duty, and as the head of the Corvin royal family's guard.
Sounds pathetic.
Oh, put the sock in it. It's always duty this, duty that with you, and do you know what? I'm sick of it. I don't have to listen to you yapping away. You're going to throw me off. Very well. We shall let our flying abilities do the talking. That should determine, without a doubt, which of us is working for the most righteous cause. I don't give a damn about the righteous. But I do want to help Enna. I'm not going to let you capture her, not on my life. You will be willing to go that far? Of course I am. I see. Then I shall feel no remorse when I do. Invariably shoot you from the stars. Your welfare is of no concern to me. I was sent to rescue the princess. The rest of you are collateral. Now please enjoy your flight. Or what remains of it. Oh, we will. Thanks so much for the concern, you bitch!
A scolding Revi ends the call with Stella, then focuses the brain of her attention once more upon the swirling vortex of space beyond our window.
I can't stand her, I swear I'm so pissed she's throwing me off my piloting! What a pain!
Revi avoids one of Stella's missiles, then another, fall narrowly. Her fingers are gripping the controls so tightly I can see her knuckles standing out beneath her skin.
I bet this is why she started talking to me, she was trying to show me off! That woman might act like she's super honorable, but it's all an act. Deep down, she's a cowardly cur who'd do anything to win. I'm not about to be shot down by the likes of her. You guys better hold on, alright? I'm going to floor it!
Let's go, pedal to metal!
It's time to kick things up a notch!
Time passes during which Stella continues her onslaught. She's fired hundreds upon hundreds of rounds thus. Yet Revi's yet managed to avoid all of them, ducking and diving through the recesses of space with seeming ease. All the while, Revi's eyes are hard, her lips set into a thin line. She's doing well, but my own worries soon begin to overwhelm me.
Will we really be able to make it?
Yes. Stella doesn't seem to be giving up the chase, no matter how expertly Revi avoids her attacks. One single misstep on Revi's part will be enough for our ship to drift into the trajectory of one of those explosions. I see us being blown sky high, her ship bursting outwards into chromium pieces of sharp, scattered shrapnel. Stella really seems determined to destroy us. She has no sense of moderation, and she doesn't care for the lives she might end in her pursuit of her runaway princess. Terror as white and hot as the volley of blasts which assail us on all sides seizes me. I'm so anxious I can feel my heart pounding within my chest. Revi's ship spins about me as Revi maneuvers it through the stars, the walls and the floor all vibrating. I feel like my insides are vibrating too, my bones and my blood and even my brain. Whew! My thoughts are all disordered, scattered like leaves in the fall. Escape seems almost impossible, but...
Finally! Edifice within our sights, we're almost there!
But she will know we are there. And it's not like landing there will help us.
We're on the home stretch now! Wait!
Stella's image appears anew above the control panel follows sheep, her expression unexpectedly panicked.
Get back the Silsat, that's another Revi! Sorry, Stella, but no can do! I'm through with answering your orders! How dare you! I'm the head of the Corvin Palace Guards, while you are but a mermaid. As your superior, you are obliged to obey me. You could be whipped for this. I could maybe if I was still a maid in Corval's palace. But I think I've tired of all the bowing and scraping. It gets old, you know, the millionth or so time. What? What do you mean? Oh, Stella, can't you tell? Do I really have to spell it out for you? I thought you were meant to be smart, but I guess you must have gotten senile in your old age. I'd hate for there to be any misunderstanding between us, for especially when doubt I'll never see you again. So,
Revy smirks.
Hey, I quit. I beg your pardon. Did I hear that? I'll say it again, Grandma. But wash your ears out next time. I quit. I'm through with working at the palace, and I'm through with being a maid. I'm not gonna do anything of that boring, tedious work ever again, and I'm definitely not gonna answer to you. Or even when you try to blast me into a bunch of itty-bitty pieces. I'm through with you, and I'm through with Corval too. Once I held on to Nerf, I'm not going back. What? How dare you, Revy?
Stella says, but she's unable to finish this angry retort. Revy reaches out and cuts the conversation with a flick of a switch. Let's go, Revy.
Sorry, Stella, but I really have enough of listening to you. Why, I've got to answer to a sore loser anyway. She can't say squat to stop me now, not when we finally made it. We're safe.
Huh? Are we really alright?
Of course, I'm sure I wouldn't say it wasn't. It'd be cruel to give you false hope. Look out the window.
Revy's hands are full with the controls of the ship, but she jerks her head to the window, bidding me to follow suit.
Doesn't it still look familiar to you, huh? It's better given I'm following the same coordinates I used when I first came to pick you up. You and then up.
Just like Revy says, I can see a vast circular planet hovering before me. That's a moon. It's a planet I'm initially familiar with, having seen it numerous times in textbooks. This planet is comprised of green landmasses and vast, swirling blue ocean, and its surface swirls with white clouds like marshmallow fluff. This is the planet I was born on, which I call home. It's Earth.
Now we've made it back, so I can keep shooting us. Not if she wants to uphold the Intergalactic Peace Treaty. Hehe. Finding lasers and ballasts and what you have you is like a total no-go when you get too close to other planets.
Do the Earth know about that? That's a question. Do the Earth people know about it?
No, just give me a second to park up. I'll try and be fast about it.
Revy's spaceship kisses its wild, unfettered dervish of spins and twists and turns like a rickety fairground roller coaster winding down. The wheels and the floor stop spinning. The explosions which dogged us through space, heading Revy to push the ship harder and harder, have kissed. Now there is nothing but silence. I inhale deeply, greedily, like a man breaking the surface of the ocean, and stare out the window at Revy's behest. I see normalcy, for the first time what feels like forever. This is Earth. Tokyo, to be more precise. We're safe.
Alrighty, easy does it.
Revy parks the ship on the university roof, then rises. She stretches, then shoots us a toothy grin.
Phew! I'm glad that's all taken care of. The ship's set to invisible mode right now, so no humans should have seen us landing. That caused a pretty big stir. Still can't pursue us any further, so we should be good to go.
I mean, technically she can still land herself and try to go after us, but I don't want to ruin the party. But, you know, she can do that.
Now let's step outside. You guys must have missed Earth a lot. It's your home after all, and I guess it's your home too, in a sense, and Oh yeah, I'm so happy to see Earth again. I missed it dearly. It really...
What?
What? It really does feel like this is where I belong. It was nice going back to space, if only for a little while, but I've had more than enough adventuring to last me a lifetime.
Me too. I run a hand through my hair, which has been whipped out of shape during our mad escape, then stand. I will go. Can I go? My legs are trembling when worse than Anna's, and I very nearly take a tumble. It's through sheer force of will alone that I'm able to stop myself from face planting in a most undignified way on the floor. I inhale deeply, trying to dispel the nausea which still clings to me, then hobble over to Anna's side. I like space plenty, but I don't much think I'd like to live there. How? Depends. Are there hot anime girls there? Call me boring, but I'd rather observe the stars from the safety of the astronomy club rather than up close and personal. There are some things you can only appreciate when they are far away. My stomach flips like a dying fish and I groan. And I don't think I'll ever be able to step foot on a spaceship again without getting PTSD.
Hey! My driving wasn't that bad! Was it?
I never said that. If it was bad, Stella would have caught up with us. You did as best as you could, given the circumstances. But I think my earthling body is a bit too delicate to deal with all this pressure. My internal organs feel like they turned into a soup.
Oh, well, let's consider that used to flying, man. If you'd been in and out of the ships like Ken and I from childhood, it wouldn't be so hard on you. But flying like I did just now is pretty uncommon. I was really flooring it. It was kind of fun, in a heart-stopping sort of way. But I don't know if I'd want to try it myself again in a hurry.
Good. Let's not. I need to get my feet on the firm ground and I want some fresh air.
Aye, roger that.
Revi hops over to the ship sliding door, then presses a button in late onto the wall. The ship whirs and then the door slides upwards to reveal the university rooftop. Nondescript as always, yet all the dearer for it. The night is a dark one, and the stars twinkle overhead. They look so small, like pinpricks. It's hard to believe that I was once being carried through them on a Revi's spaceship.
It really is good to be back.
Anna smiles sweetly after stepping off the ship, her arms linked behind her back.
Don't you agree, darling?
Yeah, it really is. I return Anna's smile with one of my own, touched by the sentimentality of this moment, then glance behind my shoulder. I can't see Revi's ship at all, which isn't a great surprise, as Revi said she parked it in invisible mode to avoid detection. Revi and Hiyori have both since stepped off the ship, and they too linger up on the roof of the university building, both staring up at the sky.
That was pretty fun in its own way. There's nothing like a defying chase to make a girl appreciate the little things in life. But I'm pretty exhausted now. I think I need to lie down.
Revi seems fine, but Hiyori has been silent ever since we returned to the Earth's atmosphere. Is she alright? I'm a bit worried our escape has left her shaken. If it has, I'd understand. I feel shaken too. And I bet my blood pressure's gone through the roof. Are you alright, Hiyori?
What?
Hiyori blinks as though she's seeing me for the first time. She sniffles. Then tears begin to bed in her eyes. I'm entirely terrified that she might have injured herself during our escape, but...
I'm so sorry to make you worry, Kari. I'm fine, really.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not crying because I'm sad. That isn't it. I'm a bit shaken after everything that happened, but I'm not sad at all. I'm actually really happy.
Hiyori brushes aside a few more stray tears, which look round and bright, like pearls, then lifts her head. She meets my gaze, then smiles. Holding both her hands at her front, Hiyori says,
I'm happy that finally I could come back here. I never really thought I belonged to this planet, but once I left it, I realized just how much Earth meant to me. And I love this planet, and I love the people who live on it. And I never want to leave it ever again.
Would be nice if we could visit Aloefo. After our arrival on Earth, the four of us head to the astronomy club room, not knowing where else to go. The university is of course deserted at this hour. We don't encounter anybody as we walk through the hallway to the club room. Our footsteps loud upon the aged, creaky floorboards. Once we arrive at our destination, we try to sit and relax. Hiyori is still clad, all the while in the skin-tight alien attire she wore in Mirach. Hiyori offers to make us some green tea, but Revi hastens to perform this task in her stead.
Don't worry, Your Highness. You're still a princess, even if you're not in Mirach anymore. You can't be troubling yourself with mundane chores. They're beneath you. Just leave everything to me. I'll get the tea started in a second. Or my name isn't Revi.
Hiyori offers some weak words of protest.
I don't mind making myself useful, really.
But Revi ignores her. Revi seems pretty good at it. I swear, that girl is like a force of nature. She just does whatever she wants, whenever she wants, regardless of other people's feelings. But wouldn't you say, like, that probably make her not regret anything in life? I'm kinda jealous of being like that. For Maid, she isn't at all demure, and she's definitely not deferential. She's really quite pushy. But I think it might be for the best, actually, that Revi's taking charge of things. Hiyori still looks a bit shaken after everything that transpired during our escape, and who can blame her? Stella seems alarmingly determined back then to shoot us out of the sky. I feel like I came perilously close to death. I'm still shaking just to think about it, and so is Hiyori. If she tried to brew any tea in her state, I'm afraid she'd splash it all over her fingers, then scald herself. Anna and I were only just able to rescue Hiyori from Mirach. I don't want her getting in an unfortunate accident a scant 5 minutes after returning to Earth. Taking Hiyori to the hospital to get skin grafts would be a poor way to celebrate our successful escape. Revi might have been the one piloting a spaceship through Stella's slalom of bullets, but her own hands are surprisingly steady as she brews our tea. She finishes this menial task in another 5 minutes, then heads over to us, a tray in one hand upon which 4 teacups are arranged.
Here you go! You should get this down to you! It will warm you from the inside out and it should help with the nerves. We've all had a pretty taxing night! I'm just glad we all emerged from that in one piece. Well, of course we did. I never had an abs with emerge from our predicament safe and sound. Not with you on our side. You've always been a reliable, steadfast ally of mine. You can do anything, Revi. Oh, gee! That's super nice, but not about that. I'm nothing special, really.
Oh, Anna jumped into her casual clothes. Already.
I beg to differ. You helped us a lot back then, Revi. We've never spoken before, but still you put yourself in harm's way to rescue me. It was very brave of you and very noble. Without your help, I think I'd still be on Mirach. I would never have been able to leave. Oh, well, you know how it is. I couldn't just leave you on that planet, not when it was clear you were so unhappy. I like helping others out, that's why I became a mate in the first place. There is nothing more satisfying to me than seeing my client smile.
Dude, I can already see where she's going to be working. If she stays on Earth.
But that sounds kind of corny. I don't mean what I say, fool. I'm very glad I was able to help you, Hiyori, and you too, Anna. I know I caused you a bunch of problems, but I hope I was able to redeem myself. You did. You've done more than enough to help us. You're a real heroine. A heroine, you say?
Revi's eyes sparkle.
I know about that. But I guess I was pretty cool back there, wasn't I? Yes, you were. You definitely were. The way you handled that ship was incredible. You avoided every single one of Stella's projectiles, as though they were nothing. Stella's no slouch when it comes to space warfare, but you outmaneuvered her with ease. You didn't break your concentration for a second. You were amazing. Oh, well, I guess I was pretty cool back there, huh? Once slapping Stella was no mean feat, but somehow I managed it in the end. I worked pretty hard back there, so I guess it's fine if I accept your praise. Even if it's embarrassing. So do you think, Haru? Did you think I was cool too?
Well, about that. I take a sip of my green tea. One leg folded on over one other, as I won't ponder. The expectant way Revi's looking at me, like a small child awaiting praise for a clumsy walk's crayon drawing, is pretty endearing. She was trying to act humble, but I can tell she thrives on compliments. She's being awfully earnest right now, which makes me want to reward her efforts. You were very cool. Watching you pilot the spaceship was something else. It was like a scene from a space opera. You were so focused. You looked almost like a different woman. I can't help but respect you after seeing that. Revi goes mute after my volley of compliments, her fingers tightening about the new, now empty tray in her hands. Her face turns red and shyly she looks at her feet. No, this delicate one is unexpected. I didn't think I'd fluster her. Could Revi be more delicate than she acts? Yeah? A few minutes pass and then...
Well, of course! side of it, my all. I always do. You don't need to tell me I did a good job, really.
So why? I think it might be prudent to ask here, did you want to know my opinion in the first place?
But I'm glad you think so. It's always nice to be told I did a good job. Thank you for recognizing my brilliance, all of you, for it was inevitable that you would. I really am awesome.
She's great, man. Now, that's more in line with the reaction I was expecting. Revi flops down to the couch beside me and chugs down her own cup of green tea. She finishes the whole cup in one mouthful, then slams it down on the table with a toot. You know, that's not alcohol.
Ah, now that hit the spot. All that flying was thirsty work. I didn't realize how parched I was until I drank all that. Now!
Revi presses the tips of her index fingers together and winsomely blinks up at me. A few minutes pass and then...
Since I can't go back to Corval, I don't want to be arrested for abducting Anna. Would it be okay if you put me up, Haru? I might be an alien, but I still need a roof over my head and food to eat.
Do you know what I want to say now? Remember how we were on Mirach? And she says, no, I will not go to the castle, I will live in my spaceship. How come it's not possible now? I don't have a problem with it, though. Come on, girl.
And I wouldn't be like having a shower either.
Oh, could it be that that ship is not having all of that? It was basically an escape pod, sort of.
I'm pretty sweaty after my earlier exertions.
Ooh, sounds good. And there it is. It's exactly as I thought. Of course, Revi would ask if she could stay with me. Why wouldn't she? And already pulled the same tactic only a couple of months prior. At this point, it'd be weird if Revi didn't try to appeal to my good nature. I don't know what it is about me exactly, but aliens seem drawn to me. Must be nice. Be happy also, it's attractive aliens. Attractive female aliens. Here, like, you maxed out your luck, man. There must be something about me that attracts them. I'm flattered by this, naturally, but my apartment's pretty small. It's a tight squeeze accommodating just N type before factoring a third person in. I think Revi would be far better off if she took up residence in Hori's home instead. It's much bigger than mine, and she has a bunch of spare guest rooms. Why don't we all move there? I know if Revi will be too keen on the idea, but we have to be practical. I open my mouth, ready my voice to voice my manifold issues when.
Of course you can stay with us. I would love to live with you, Revi. And I'm sure my darling would love that too. He's a very warm-hearted, accommodating person who could never turn a pretty girl down. He'll definitely take care of you. Isn't it right, darling?
I guess I should have seen this coming.
It's unnatural, and I would want to help out Revi. They're best friends, after all. And to be fair, Revi did help us out immensely. I know I ought to help her out in return, but I'm still stuck on the futon issue. I'm certain I don't have a spare futon lying around. Where will Revi sleep? What will she wear? What will Kosuke, Koichi, and Daigo think about this? Who cares? Who's that? How in the world am I going to explain this to them? You won't. Hey, Anna, wait a sec.
Oh wow! Would you take me in, Haru? That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! You're such a nice man, but it should go without saying, and I would never fall for anybody who's anything less than a gentleman! As a princess, her tastes are pretty exacting!
Wait, Revi, I think you've got the wrong. I tried again, but once more I'm cut off. Revi flings herself at me with plucked under disregard for propriety and winds her arms about my waist. Yay! Holding me close, her cheeks nuzzled up against my own, she exclaims,
I'll be in your care from this day on, Haru!
Let's go.
I can't wait to go back to your apartment. I'm going to make myself right at home.
Well, about that.
I begin my protests have been rendered half-hearted in the face of Revi's enthusiasm. My voice turns off and abashed I fall quiet. I still have some concerns about Revi staying with me. I have so many, in fact. They could fill a whole book, but I'd feel bad shooting her down when she's so enthusiastic. I can hardly turn her away now. It will be a pretty tight squeeze in my apartment, but I should be able to figure out a way to make it work.
Thank you, Haru! Thank you so much!
No, I'll have to figure out a way to make it work, yeah. My housemates will be pissed when they learn I brought yet another pretty girl back to stay with us, but I'll put up with their jobs and jibes as best as I can. My reputation as a nefarious lady killer will probably go up a few points. But it's worth it, I think, so long as Revi can continue to smile as she is right now. She looks so happy, I'd hate to disappoint her. I feel exhausted at the prospect already, but... Alright, fine. You can stay with me. I don't mind. You helped us a lot, so now I'll help you in return. I'll do my best to make everything work and to look out for you. I promise. I promise. I do. After granting Revi permission to live with me, for the time being at least, Anna decides to take her leave. Anna.
It's getting pretty late. I think I could use some rest. What with all the excitement of our escape to the cosmos. And I think Revi needs somebody to help her settle into her new home. Why don't we leave Haru and Hiyori alone? I'm certain that there's a lot they wish to catch up on.
Huh?
I don't want to get in their way. What? That's no fun! I want to spend more time with Haru myself!
Same.
When does your boyfriend need to be alone with Hiyori anyway? It's like we're dating already!
Revi says, but then, upon seeing the cherry and red blush which colors Hiyori's face poses.
Oh! I see how it is! So you and Hiyori really are a couple, huh? I had no idea! You sure kept it quiet, you sly dog, you! I thought for certain you were in as promised. What with the winsome? Look, she keeps shooting you, but I must have misread the situation. The love of one woman just wasn't enough for you. You had to go after Hiyori too. Will nothing satisfy your voracious appetite?
Don't tell her about Aloe, maybe.
You sure are breathing.
Revi vacates the couch, then hides us to my side. She nudges me in the ribs with her pointy elbow.
Which I think she means a friendly gesture, but like always she uses too much strength.
The collision of elbow to ribcage hurts, and I have to grit my teeth to stop myself from wincing. I swear, this girl has all the tact and grace of a wrecking ball. Would kill her to be a little more considerate.
Well, if it's how it is.
Revi steps back smartly, still grinning.
I won't pry any further. I've heard it said that I'm an incesty person, but I'm not so crass. I tried to worm my way between a pair of lovers. Take care you two, and please enjoy yourselves to their fullest. I hope you have a very touchy reunion.
Revi gives Hiyori and I a wicked smile, teeming with all sorts of lurid implications, then hurries out of the club room. I watch her leave, then frowning say,
Has she no sense of modesty?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about her too much. She's just teasing.
I know that, but there are some things that shouldn't be turned into jokes. My relationship with Hiyori is plenty serious. She's now ready to turn it into some big farce.
Haru.
Touched, I think, by the passion in my words, Hiyori shifts next to me on the couch, then rests her hand upon my arm.
I'm glad you care about me so much, but it's fine, really. I don't mind. Nothing Revi could say, but could bother me. Not when we've been reunited at long last. Being teased by her was a bit embarrassing, I'll admit. But I'd rather be teased by 100 Revis than be stuck on Mirage, unable to properly see you or touch you.
100 Revis, huh? Ooh, nice. That's a scary thought. No, that's nice. I can hardly hand one.
If it wasn't for Revi, I wouldn't be standing here right now. She helped us a lot, so I can't be mad at her no matter how outrageous she might be. Besides, she isn't entirely wrong. I've been looking forward to our reunion. I'd imagine a lot of touching will be involved.
Hiyori? I swallow. All of a sudden, my throat feels dry. Oh, I need more tea. Since when did Hiyori become so brazen? And I who's been watching this scene plays out from the sidelines giggles coyly.
I'm glad you two are enjoying yourselves. Like Revi, I hope you have a good time. And don't worry about coming home tonight if you've no desire to do so. I can walk Revi back to the apartment. I can introduce her to your housemates. I'll help I'll help her get settled in. I'll order us a pizza if she gets hungry. Don't feel obliged to come back over and cook for us. Everything will be fine.
Why do I feel like she's kind of tripping me into doing all of that? Right, thanks Anna, I'm counting you.
Please do. I'd do anything for you, darling, and you too, Hiyori. You two are my dearest friends in all the world. Nothing makes me happier than your happiness. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Anna finally exits the astronomy club room. I hear her close the door behind her, with the sound of her footsteps as they recede into the distance.
Revi!
Anna calls, her voice faint through the wall which separates us.
Revi, where are you? Don't let me run off on your own. You don't know the way back home. I swear you're even more willful than a cat. Why must you be so willy?
Anna's voice soon fades, and when it does, I turn to look at Hiyori. Hiyori in turn looks at me, her arms still loop through my own, her voluptuous chest pushed against my arm.
I wonder where Revi went.
Don't know. I'm sure she'll be fine, and I will find her eventually.
And if she doesn't?
Those suits of yours have comms devices soon to them, don't they? And I should be able to use her suit to track Revi down. She'll ferret her out soon enough, even if she decides to play hide and go seek. But enough about Revi. I'd rather think about you.
You child me.
Hiyori giggles, but doesn't try to push me away. Instead, she bridges the few inches of space between us, shifting forwards so as to press her lips upon my own. We kiss for a few moments, content to savor one another's small mouths. When Hiyori rolls back, her lips are moist and her eyes are shining.
I would rather think about you too, Harry. You've no idea how much I missed you when I was on Mirach.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. I cup Hiyori's cheek with one hand, then run my fingers through her short, choppy hair. That kiss gave me a fairly decent idea.
Was I being too forward? You don't think I'm being inappropriate, do you?
No, you're not. You could stand to be more forward than you are, in fact.
Do you really think so?
Sure. You're my girlfriend. After all, it's normal for couples to do stuff like this. And anyway, it has been a while since we were last able to spend any time together. Now we're all alone, I want to enjoy the moment to its fullest.
Enjoy the moment.
Hiyori blinks then.
Haru!
Shamefaced, she nudges my arm.
You really are naughty.
I am naughty? I raise an eyebrow. You're the one who started clinging to me while wearing that very skimpy suit, I might add.
Skimpy?
Hiyori looks down at herself abashed.
Is it really? I feel it covers quite a lot of skin myself.
I agree. It covers the entirety of the skin. It might cover a lot of skin, yeah, but it sticks very close to it. It's fine. I can see all the outlines of your body. It's fine. It's kind of like a swimsuit. Which makes it fine.
I'll admit, it's not my usual style. It's pretty tight too. I'm not sure if it fits me properly. It's making me feel kind of self-conscious. I've always preferred wearing sweaters and skirts. I don't want to invite people to stare at me.
Really? Well, that's too bad, I guess. I'll have to avert my gaze.
What? But why?
You said it yourself. You don't want people to stare, right?
I don't want people to stare, to use the plural, but well.
I'll hear Hiyori shift up on the couch behind me for a few moments, undoubtedly awkward, but then, after a pause, a change seems to come upon her. She stands, then leans forward to face me. Oof, that must be nice.
I don't mind if you want to stare at me, Haru. You're not like other people. It's a bit embarrassing wearing something like this, but, well...
That's so nice. Back home. Home. Damn it. Achievement. Home is where your heart is. Achievement unlocked. Hiyori loops her arms about my neck, then settles herself onto my lap. Peering at me from beneath her wavy bangs, her face inches apart from my own, she says,
You've seen me wearing even less before. At this point it shouldn't really matter. I might get a bit flustered, but, in actuality I'm a pretty lewd girl. I like it. You see, when you look at my body, so I'd be happy if you could keep staring at it.
Well, if that's what you want, you need only ask. I'd be more than happy to stare at you, Hiyori.
The truth is, the truth is, you're gorgeous. So gorgeous. I don't think I'd be able to keep my eyes off you for too long. That suit really is amazing.
Do you really think so?
Yep, I do. It shows off all your best assets. But that suit is only as appealing as the person who's wearing it. Oof. Smooth. I like you no matter what you're dressed in. I like you for you. And now I've got you again. I'll never let you go. That is. My smile takes on a sheepish but bend here as I say. If that's what you want, of course.
That is what I want. I want that more than anything. Right now, there's nothing I desire more than staying with you. I really do love you.
And I love... but I'm unable to get these words of affection out. Why? Yori has already dipped her head. Impetuous as always, okay. And in one swift, decisive gesture, she claims my mouth as her own. What can I say? Credits? I thought so. Okay, I think we still have a few more endings to get. 2 more endings, I would assume, to be honest, at least. We'll get to that in the next episode, that's right. Dude, I want to kick someone from my Steam friends list right now, like in the balls. Why would you buy an Assassin's Creed game? Why would you give money to that shitty French company? What is wrong with you? I don't care it's 75% off. It's ridiculous behavior. Anyway, that aside, yeah, that was a lovely journey. Yeah, we have 2 more CGs, which means 2 more endings. So how we are going to get the other endings? We will start the game differently. Basically, with the first choice, we'll decide, alright, I'm with Anna actually. And then we'll be like, okay, I'm with both of them. And then we'll see through the entire story. And maybe that way we'll be able to find out what are the other endings. That is correct. But yes, for now, let's end it, and the continuation shall be here tomorrow. I wish you find yourself Anna, Hiyori, Revi, or anyone else that you would fall in love with, and hopefully it works. Yeah. I bet if you're watching my videos, it's possibly gonna happen eventually. Anyway, let's end it. Like, subscribe, and so on. Always appreciate it. But most importantly, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.